Alright guys, in a few clips you're about to see me one-tap someone. Now, granted, there's a lot of things happening here. Number one, I do have Sturm Overcharge activated. Number two, he was also tethered. But it's pretty nice to be able to hit someone for 204 with a hand cannon, and so, hell, I just had to put it up, man. With that being said, this is a review about Sturm, because despite its power, and yes, it does have some power, the weapon is just not where it should be. Especially considering the fact that so many of the exotics have been touched and been loved, and Sturm, being the heavy hitter that it is, it's just not a weapon I can competitively rely on. So what are we looking at in terms of numbers? So Sturm can essentially 2-tap now if you get a drain kill before actually swapping over to Sturm. You'll actually see in the bottom left-hand corner, Sturm Overcharge, which means it's ready to go. Now, the good thing is there's no time constraint on this. It stays with you until your next shot. Now, whether that shot lands or not is completely reliant on you. And the gun will essentially be able to hit 132 within its optimal range at a critical shot, and then you can finish them off with another 73. Essentially, it can 2-tap. Now, today's video, I would say is more or less like a 2-in-1, because despite the power that Sturm presents, there's some major cons to it, and on top of that, you have to use Drang. And not that Drang is a terrible weapon, but Drang is not probably the most optimal choice for an energy slot. There's a lot of weapons I would rather choose over Drang. On top of that, Sturm itself has some major drawbacks. So let's review a clip real quick. So I get the Drang kill right here, which is awesome, and then I push up. And as I'm pushing up, I'm about to be in a fight with someone with the Graviton Lance. Now, no problem, I'll land the 2-tap, I've got Sturm Overcharge, but watch, I get the first shot, which of course is the nice, pretty 132. And then I go in for the second shot. Now notice my reticle it jumps over the top of his head. This is not me overcorrecting, this is not me moving my joystick, this is just purely the amount of flinch I am receiving as I'm being shot by this guy, which results in me missing my shots. I tried to land a body shot, and then I couldn't get the second body shot off, and I die. Now, the first thing we say, especially here on console, is, okay, how do we correct that? If we're going to have a situation where our gun, our reticle, will be flinched mid-gunfight, is there a way we can handle that? A lot of times, what I would actually do is reset my reticle by going in and out of my sights. Now, the problem with that is Sturm is such a slow weapon. It has such poor handling that just going in and out of your sights takes way too long. And so that option doesn't work. The other side is, why don't we just correct it while aiming down sights? But something that's been present with weapons since vanilla D2 is that especially these hand cannons, these 110s, they have a hard time handling flinch, and they also have a very difficult time just maneuvering when aiming down sights. It seems so slow. That's one thing that I felt whenever I was using Sturm this morning. It was like, wow, I feel so slow with this gun. And it's not even the time to kill. That's not even it. It's just the fact that whenever I aim down sights and I'm trying to move my reticle around, I felt like I needed to up my sensitivity more than I already have. And I've already upped my sensitivity a lot here recently to counter this problem, because the handling or the default sensitivity when aiming down sights with this weapon is just so damn slow. Fellas, overall, I'm not a fan of Sturm, and that's just because there's so many exotics in the game right now that are extremely powerful that will eat your fucking lunch, and I do not believe Sturm is going to be able to hold its own against those weapons. And that's not to say that you're not going to be able to kill people with it. I was able to still kill people, but the thing about it is the weapon just takes way too much flinch when aiming down sights, and that's even with its Sturm Overcharge. And that's the thing about it, the Sturm Overcharge just makes the weapon now usable. It doesn't make it a powerhouse perk or a powerhouse weapon. It just is usable now. Whereas I was expecting to be able to go in there and be popping off with it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, guys. Again, this is just my opinion. And understand, my opinion fits only my playstyle. I tend to like to play a little more aggressively. I don't want to sit there and calmly wait for someone to finally step in my reticle. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.